2 years ago, I spent over £2,000 on this lens, and honestly, I thought it might have been the stupidest decision I've made. Hi guys, hope you're well. So my name is Mateen. I am a videographer, content creator based in South Yorkshire, covering weddings and commercial, and I am bringing to you my review and opinion on this 50mm 1.2 lens I have been using now for 2 years with my R6, R3 and now currently R6 Mark II, which I will be doing a video on shortly. So the reason why I decided to buy this lens 2 years ago is when I was shadowing and learning more about the industry, the wedding industry, the commercial industry, more importantly the wedding industry, is cinematic footage isn't not only just, you know, the shots itself, but it's how the shot is portrayed on camera. Now a lot of the videographers that I was shadowing were using prime lenses. Now the prime lenses were 1.4 85mm, which is an absolute beast. Some of them were using 50mm, and I took an interest in the 50mm because originally I bought the Nifty 50 1.8, and that again was an amazing lens, but I wanted to up my level to the next level, which is why I decided, okay, let's buy the bullet, let's buy the 50mm 1.2. All I can tell you guys is that the look absolutely stood out. So like my couple shoots went from just being, you know, your average typical couple shoots to then elevating to the next level of having the background blurred out, just focusing on the bride and groom. Even in low light situations, it always delivered. And it is one of my favorite lenses that I use in wedding couple shoots, especially outdoors. I'd always switch to the 50mm, recalibrate my gimbal, and then off I go. I just want to add as well, guys, you know, spending over £2,000 is a lot of money. I was scared, but if you guys know me, and you will get to know me over the coming videos that I post, I love taking risks, and I believe in a business you need to take that risk, and I always mention it on my podcast as well. So when I took the risk and bought the 50mm, when I first got it, I was thinking to myself, this is a really bad decision. I should have spent it on marketing. I should have spent it on another camera body, which was needed at the time because my R6 was overheating constantly, and then I got the R3. Again, a lot of money has been spent on the equipment, and a lot of time as well has been spent using the 50mm, trying to perfect it, which I feel like I'm getting to that stage of constantly using it to its fullest capabilities. With the weddings, it is a once in a lifetime, especially for the bride and the groom, and I want to make sure that it is captured perfectly, and to do that I would need a lens like this. Depending on the condition, the price wise for this lens is 2,300 to 2,500 roughly in the UK. Second hand you can get it for probably about 1,700, 1,800. So this is what makes the lens special. So you've got a 1.2 depth of field. Now a lot of lenses like the one I'm using, the 24 to 70, goes to a 2.8. Now 1.2 is a massive jump, especially with the depth of field, the focus. Not only is it great in low light as well, you've got the sharpness, which I feel like is a massive impact when doing the wedding. The performance of it is instant, guys. With Canon autofocus linked to my R3, it is absolutely, it's like butter. It's so amazing. The autofocus, especially with both of them to link. Most importantly, the reason why I love Canon and the Canon colors is the skin tones. The skin tones just pop, and as you can see from the footage, it looks absolutely stunning with everything coming together, and it makes the wedding feel expensive, if I'll be straight with you guys, because it elevates it to a wedding film, to a cinematic wedding film, with everything included, and with your filming at 1.2 and having that blurred out background, the depth of field. Sometimes at Asian weddings it can be a bit dark for certain scenes, and with having the 1.2, it makes life a lot easier in low light situations. Now the lens, like I've said to you, is a game changer, but there is the good, the bad and the ugly. Now the ugly is that it's a heavy lens, guys. If you're someone that has a heavy payload like myself, I have the R3, and then I couple this with the 50mm 1.2, my gimbal does struggle sometimes when I'm filming with it. Even myself, like, look, I'm a big guy, but then I hold that gimbal and the setup for about half an hour, 40 minutes. I do get a bit of aches and pains on my shoulders, and longevity is most important as well. As a videographer, you're thinking about how long you can maintain that for. It is a big and heavy payload. That's one thing I can say. And not only that, guys, it's expensive. You know, I've mentioned it's over £2,000. Whether you're wanting to make that investment, it's entirely up to you guys. One thing that I most importantly must tell you guys is that, okay, yes, it goes down to a 1.2 and the focus is great, but if it doesn't focus, then the shots would be pointless. Again, you're focusing on other things rather than the bride and the groom. If you're missing out on certain scenes with the focus, then it would ruin the shot completely. Not only that, guys, it is not versatile. Now, that is the same with any prime lenses. You cannot zoom in or zoom out. It is fixed at 50mm, which makes it difficult for scenarios. Let's say, for example, you're in the hall and you're limited on space, because space is massive, especially indoors. With the 50mm, again, it is capped only at 50mm. You know, you can't be as versatile as the 24-70, zooming in and out at 2.8. You're only limited to what you can do on the 50mm. So one thing I want to add as well, guys, is most importantly, the couples don't know about gear. They don't know about what they can expect with the gear, but they can feel and they can watch the difference, guys. I can tell you that with this lens, they will feel the difference. I don't think couples care about cameras. I think they care about feeling something when they watch their wedding back, the emotions, and captured that with the 1.2, having the background blurred out. It gives it another level, it elevates it to another level, and this helps create the feeling that you want to portray on the wedding film. Let's talk about filming everything in 1.2. So as soon as I started using the 1.2, every time I film with this lens now, it is always filmed at 1.2 every single time. And then thirdly, I just want to add as well, is that if I were to lose everything tomorrow and buy a body, I'd couple that body with the 50mm 1.2 and continue using the kit lens that it has. I genuinely think that this is one of the best investments I've made on TENET Productions, being in the wedding industry, and it makes me go from a sort of beginner, amateur level to a professional, and it helps me create films that feel more emotion. So if you like this video, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, TENET Productions. I will be posting some more videos in the next coming weeks. And again, if you have any more questions about the 50mm 1.2, let us know. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.